What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. So as we know, this isn't the season the Memphis Grizzlies wanted whatsoever. There's been so many injuries. John Morant suspension at the beginning of the season. They got a little bit of a roll there, and then John Morant now out for the season. But with that being said, they are built for the future going forward because of some of the development they're getting out of like Gigi Jackson and Vince Williams and the potential lottery pick they'll have this offseason. So while this isn't the season the Grizzlies planned, they might be better set up for the future now that this has happened. Let's go ahead and jump in and do this Memphis Grizzlies rebuild today after some of these updates on this roster with Gigi Jackson, Vince Williams, and let's rebuild the Grizzlies, shall we? Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you are new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. As I said, so many freaking injuries this year for the Grizzlies. They've also traded away Steven Adams, as we all know. But with that being said, all these guys being injured has opened up minutes for Vince Williams and Gigi Jackson, who have really developed and stepped up for this Grizzlies team that could be rotational pieces next year. And not to mention, as I said, I guess I can't check right now, but I'm pretty sure they have their draft pick this offseason. So they even have a lottery pick as well, probably to add to this team, which is really awesome because if you remember, now the Grizzlies and the Warriors are not the same. Obviously, the Warriors were winning championships already, but the year they had where they were injured, and then obviously we're in the draft at number 2 overall. James Wiseman really didn't do too much for that championship. I don't even think he really played, but they won a championship after the injured year. So I don't know if that can happen with the Grizzlies. It probably, it's not going to be what the Warriors did, obviously, but we'll see. We'll see if we can make it happen. So we're going to simulate the rest of the season, of course, as we know. No trade deadline, nothing else we can really do. We just got to keep everyone injured, and then once we get in the offseason, we have guys that are ready to step up next year with Vince Williams and Gigi Jackson, and then we can draft another potential lottery pick to add to this equation. This team could be set up really, really nicely for sure. Today's video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is a player props app that's available on mobile or desktop. The way Prize Picks works is you choose between 2 to 6 players, 2 players being 3 times their entry, all the way up to 6 players being 25 times their entry. There's no better time to sign for Prize Picks because there is a free square on Nikola Jokic less than 34 hours away from the NBA season being back. Nikola Jokic, half over a 30-point game for the rest of the season. We can all imagine that Jokic will score at least one 30-point game for the rest of the season with 27 games remaining, you would imagine. So that is a free square, and you can pair up with any other sport you like. You can pair it up with more basketball stuff as well. So many sports to choose from. If you want to sign up for Prize Picks, use code Crushables. They match first deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. And the way I use Prize Picks is DGF's optimizer and correlation tool. What it does, it compares discrepancies across multiple sports books. We have a good example on the board at the moment, and it tells you what a good play is. Looking at this one, Paulo Banchero over 26.5 points and rebounds. Every single book has it at 27.5, while FanDuel even has it at 28.5. And of course, Prize Picks, you're getting a clear discrepancy here, getting a discount. So it's just like if you're at a car dealership, if some dealership is selling it for $7,000, another dealership is selling it for $8,000, where are you more likely to buy it? Obviously, the place is selling it for $7,000. That's what this tool is for. So if you want to go ahead and check out any of these tools, I also love their correlation tool as well, of course. Really nice tool here as well. It gives you slips and you just put them in. And it's that simple. And I've been using this tool since August 18th. You'd be up 820.5 units. So you want to check out any of these tools, all links down in the description below. If you use code Crushables on any of these DGF tools, 25% off your first month. Let's get straight back to the rebuild. So here are your awards that end off the season. It's cool seeing Jalen Johnson win most improved, but of course the playoffs are not going to matter for us. We were not good enough to be in there this year. So we could take a look at the end of the season stats though. So Jaren Jackson, John Morant only played 9 games this year. Jaren Jackson 23, Gigi Jackson with 14, and then Vince Williams had 9 points as well. But let's go ahead and submit these playoffs and let's see who goes on to win the championship, and then we can get to work this offseason to see where we'll be picking and what we can do. So of course we can, take the ability to draft a young rookie to add to this team, or we could also make a trade with these assets that we're about to get. So let's go to the lottery. And let's see where we're about to end up. So we are projected pick number 6. Of course, it'd be awesome if we could fall into the top 5 somehow, top 3, whatever. That would be absolutely amazing. Let's see if we get lucky. And we are going to get number 7. So we fall to 7, which sucks. But regardless, we're still getting a young player here. Or we're, having the ability to trade this pick. With falling to 7, though, I definitely going to leave all options on the table because I don't know if there's a player I'm going to want at 7. But we're probably going to take it to draft night to see if there is something there that we want. Like if something falls to us that we can't pass up, then maybe we just draft them and call it a day. But if there's something I don't like on the board, we can make a trade on draft night. I think we got to consider it. So is there anybody I'm looking to move here before we go any further? I don't think so. Like Luke Kennard's contract, I believe, yeah, right now is expiring. Clark's contract we have We have Sarah Williams, Derrick Rose's contract. We have John Kachar's contract. So we definitely have some salaries we can use to make a trade if we want to. So I think the best thing to do here is just go in the draft and see what the options are. So number 1, Ryan Dunn out of Virginia. Number 2, Nikola to the Rockets. Number 3, Rob Dillingham. Blazers are going to take Kobe Walter. Number 5 goes Ron Holland. There's no way I'm getting who I think is about to fall to me. Oh my goodness, we got him. Wow, I'm definitely taking that. We're taking Alex Sarr. No doubt in my mind, are we not taking Alex Sarr there? That's actually insane he fell to me. So if you're the Grizzlies and Alex Sarr fell to you after you just traded away Steven Adams, I think you'd be absolutely ecstatic with that. And that was just an absolute dream scenario. I did not expect that to happen, but we'll absolutely take it. That's just how the board fell, and we'll absolutely run away with that. So Nikola top, or sorry, not Nikola. We got Alex Sarr, and then we'll take Kobe Johnson in round 2 as well. Player options, Luke Kennard. I'm gonna accept it. I'm gonna accept it. It's $14 million. Probably not gonna do anything else in free agency too much. And then let's see what we got in free agency. So we do have the ability to sign at least one player if we so please. So John Morant, Marcus Smart, Derrick Rose, of course, Desmond Bane, Luke Kennard, Vince Williams, Zara Williams, Gigi Jackson as the power forward right now, and Jaren Jackson as the starting 5. So I think what we do is we move Jaren Jackson back to the 4. That's probably where he belongs. And Alex Sarr could start immediately. He is that kind of guy that I think he could start right away. So we're going to probably give him that ability. So Sarr and Brandon Clark, I'm cool with. Jaren Jackson and Gigi Jackson, I'm cool with. LaRavia, we could probably move him to small forward. Maybe I can get away with it, and he might even go up in overall. Let's see if that's the case. LaRavia, he's up here a little bit more, or am I just literally not seeing him? Oh, there he is. I was like, where's LaRavia? Or who was I think? Or Conchar? Santi Aldama is who I was looking at, not LaRavia. Sorry. So Santi Aldama. I was thinking I was looking at LaRavia. Okay. Santi Aldama, we can move to the 3. Maybe. Let's see if he go. Well, we'll leave him at the 4. So Gigi Jackson, maybe. I'm being so indecisive here. Gigi Jackson maybe at the 3. Yeah, he actually goes up. So we'll do that. Sorry. I don't know. For whatever reason, I thought I was looking for LaRavia. So Gigi Jackson, Vince Williams as our... So Gigi Jackson can start next year, which I don't hate. Zara Williams, LaRavia, Watanabe, Kobe Johnson, and then Luke Kennard, Marcus Smart, John Morant. So I actually like this a lot. I actually think I'm cool with this. And we have the ability to make a trade the deadline. We have all of our future picks still, which is awesome. So I think we might actually have one owed to the Celtics, I think, maybe, from the Marcus Smart trade. I can't remember exactly what they moved. Jaren Jackson, Desmond Bane go down a little bit, but I don't think that's that big of a deal. LaRavia, Zara Williams, and then Gigi Jackson will get the start this year. So we'll see. I'm excited to see how this is going to go. I'm curious to see what Gigi Jackson can do as a starter. Alex Sarr is going to start as well. This is going to be a fun team. This is absolutely going to be a fun team. I would ideally like to start Smart, but I don't hate him coming off the bench either. I really think he could be a really good spark plug off the bench for us in like a defensive type of way, of course. I'm going to have to cut probably Watanabe, Scottie Pippen as well, and then Gilliard. Probably going to have to cut those guys. So I'm going to cut those guys, and we should be ready to roll. All right. Power rankings list, 5th overall. Proficiency is a 4-star balance. Here is your starting 5. John Morant, Desmond Bane, Gigi Jackson, Jaren Jackson, Alex Sarr, Smart, Vince Williams, Santi Aldama, and Brandon Clark, and Luke Kennard. So I'm actually going to shrink this down to a 9-man rotation for this seat. Actually, we'll run 10 so Luke Kennard can get some minutes. So Luke Kennard's expiring contract, Zara Williams contract. Like, there is the ability to make a trade at the deadline. I don't think we can just not take that chance. So we might do that. Again, I need to look up on my future draft pick situation. We have 2025, 2026, 2027. So it looks like we have all of our picks, which is awesome. We're going to go ahead, submit to the deadline, more than likely making a move. But as I mentioned, this Grizzlies team is set up really, really nicely after we just got Alex Sarr, the way that happened. So at the deadline, we're 28 and 24, and I think there's only one player that makes sense here. I've gotten him a lot in the past, but I know this team has also been interested in him, and I just think he makes so much sense at this moment. And he's on the Brooklyn Nets. You guys probably know where I'm going with this, but Mikal Bridges, man, I just think he'd be the home run fit we need at the moment. I really do. I just think he would fit perfectly for what we want. And I think he'd be exactly what we need. We have all the future picks we can offer to them. The Nets have obviously stood firm. I'm not trying to move him, but he would slide into that small forward spot immediately. OG Anunoby is a team, or is a guy this team has been interested in as well. Another interesting one would have been DeAndre Hunter on the Hawks, but they're actually really good right now, so I can't imagine they'd like to move him. So, with that all being said, we are going to the Brooklyn Nets. They're 14th seed in the East. He would just be a fit that we exactly need. So, we're going to have to offer Luke Kennard. We'll also offer Zara Williams contract, our first round pick this year. our first round pick in 2027, and probably even another young player just because like the Nets have like determined they're not moving him for nothing. So we'll take like Keon Johnson off their hands and like Keita Bates' job, something like that. So Luke Kennard, Zaire Williams, 2 first-round picks, and Jake LaRavia for Mikal. They agree. So we get Mikal Bridges, and he's going to slide into that small forward spot like a glove. So John Morant, Bane, Mikal, Jaren Jackson, Alex Sarr. That defensive lineup, very, very disgusting. We still have Smart off the bench, G.G. Jackson, Vince Williams, and Santi Aldama. I'm loving this. We're going to go ahead, similar to the end of the season, now that we have Mikal. He just fits exactly what we needed. I cannot wait to see how the rest of the season goes. 4 games over 500 at the moment. Hopefully that can skyrocket a little bit more. We absolutely blew out the Knicks, beat the Blazers. Yeah, this team I think is about to get on a roll. Let's get it. So at the end of the year, Alex Sarr, of course, wins Rookie of the Year. Made an impact immediately with 15 and 9 and a block, which you love to see. All-NBA first team. Does John Morant make it back here? He does. All-NBA third team. Offense first team and all-defensive second team, Jaren Jackson. We also extended him. Made a lot of sense to do so, I believe. So, yeah, this team is locked into his current core. We end up as the 5th seed in the Western Conference. We'll take a look at the player stats. 24 from John Morant. 69 from Mikal, 16 from Bane, 15 from Sarr, and then 14 from Jaren Jackson, 10 from G.G. Jackson, and 9 from Vince Williams. So, Dallas in round 1. Going to be a tall task to beat them, but I believe we can. They got Washington still, Gafford, so a very, very good Dallas team as we know. But let's see if we can come out here and maybe beat them as they are going to sweep us. Not great. Not great at all. I think that might result in a firing of Taylor Jenkins. Like, if we're going to get swept like that, I think we got to fire the guy, so we're going to go ahead and probably do just that. So, player retirements, LeBron James retiring in Orlando. Shout out to him. Maybe they drafted Bronny. I don't know. So this year, it's not going to matter for us. We traded our draft pick, as we know. It's going to the Nets for with the 20th overall pick. I think we don't bring back Taylor Jenkins as much as I actually do like him. If we can get Joe Mazzulla, probably can't because we don't have enough money to offer him a lot of money, but we'll keep looking. So, Joe Mazzulla not going to be gettable. Will Hardy is another guy that I often get. He usually, gets me championships. So we'll roll with him as well. And then Billy Donovan, no thanks. Frank Vogel, wouldn't mind. Mark Dingwall. Is there anyone? Stoffer. We'll go. Last one will be Frank Vogel. We'll offer Frank Vogel a contract. So we are going to get Will Hardy to sign, which is fantastic. So Will Hardy will be our head coach here in Memphis, which is nice. We'll grab Nash as well if he's willing to sign that, and he is going to, so that's a great assistant to get. Blackman, and then that should be it. All right, let's go to player options because obviously draft night is going to matter for us too much. So player options, Kobe Johnson will accept qualifying offers. Santi Aldama, Keon Johnson, I'll extend the offers on. So I think I really want to target a better backup 5. Clark is nice, but I don't think 2K, he's very valid. J-Dub is here, which is interesting. I didn't play at all last year for the Thunder, but I definitely think that's where I'm kind of leaning towards right now of what I want to do. So let's see if we can accomplish that. So Clark, yeah, I actually like Clark a lot in real life, but I just don't think he gets it done in 2K, unfortunately. So I'm going to offer Clark and Johnson in a 2nd round pick because Clark is someone that I think would be valued around the league. So like Paul Reed would be beautiful, and Marjon Beauchamp. Paul Reed would be a dream scenario right now. We do have to offer a 1st round pick, which I'm a little hesitant to do, but we could get the Spurs to take this, and we get a 1st round pick from them. I won't take the 1st round pick from them just because I don't think that's worth it for them, but I will take Zach Collins to be our backup center. So Zach Collins, I think, will be a little bit better than Brandon Clark was, so I'm absolutely ecstatic with that. G.G. Jackson and John Kachar. So that's all looking really good. Mikal Bridges will start at 3, as we know. So the only thing really need to focus on now is Santi Aldama. So I don't know if Zach Collins is going to change our luck. I'm hoping it will. I pretty much just blamed all of it on Taylor Jenkins and Brendan Clark for why we lost in round 1. We'll see if that is the case or not. I guess we'll find out if it really was their fault. John Morant up, Jaren Jackson up, Alex Sarr is up to an 83, which is awesome. And everyone else has gone up so far. So really excited to see everyone develop rather than regress. So let's get straight into this next season, and let's see where we're going to be at the end of the year. I'm excited to see if this team can bounce back. We ended up as a 5th seed. We'd love to be like a top 3 seed this year and have home court advantage and have no sweat in the 1st round against like a good Dallas team. We played Luka, so Luka Doncic, of course, is fantastic, but proficiency, 4-star balanced, and here's rotation. John Morant, Bane, same thing as last year. Alex Sarr's developed a little bit more. G.G. Jackson, Smart, Vince Williams, and Zach Collins. So I think one thing that also could help is what is Mikel's shot tendency? Actually, it's not even that bad. It's a 73. Alex Sarr's is 89, Bane's is an 80. definitely going to push up Baines a little bit. And Alex Sarr, as much as I do like him, he doesn't need to score that much. And I'm cool with the rest. So I'll see you guys at the end of this year. Packing lands is second overall. So hopefully this year goes a lot better than last. Because, oh gosh, we're not off to a great start. Maybe we can bounce back with 3 in a row. No, we're 1-6. Okay, 2K. 2-8. Can we get on a win streak, please? Because this is not looking good. Okay, we're starting to win. Can we go to 500? Maybe we beat the Thunder as well. Okay, we're about to get to 500, right? Yes, and we're above 500. Okay, got off to a bad start, but we're back. So hopefully we continue to win more than we lose. So this season went really well after we got off to a rough start, but we'll absolutely take the finish we got. No All-NBA teams for John Morant this year, looks like. Or no, he's at the bottom here, All-NBA first team. So love to see that. And I'm imagining we don't have anybody else. Maybe an all-offensive team representative. Yes, Jaren Jackson makes it, which is awesome. We do finish up as the 6th seed in the Western Conference. So once again, I think we match up against it's Minnesota, which is another team we're familiar with in the playoffs. But 24 from John Morant, 17 from Bain, 16 from Sarr, 15.5 from Jaren Jackson, 13 from Mikal, and 12 from Gigi Jackson. So here goes nothing. Minnesota round 1. Alvarado is their starting point guard. So hopefully that means we could beat them somebody current round, and we are going to beat them in 5. So we actually upset them, and now we get the team that beat us last year. Now they don't have Kyrie Irving anymore, which should help out. They have Dennis Schroeder, Saley down there as well. Don't know much about him, but Jaden Hardy, Josh Green, Washington, and Gafford. Somebody current round against them. 3-2 lead, and we're going to a Game 7 with the Dallas Mavericks. All right, Game 7 in Memphis. Can we come out on top this time around to beat the Dallas Mavericks? We're going home. Oh, man, it looks like we might be going home unless we take it at the end, which we're very, very close to doing so. If we just hold on to this lead, can we do it is the question, and we are going to be in a very tight one, but we do beat them, and we move on. We get the Rockets or the Thunder, and, of course, it is the Oklahoma City Thunder. So, Shea, Giddey, Lou Dort, J-Dub, Chet, Cason Wallace, Zach, and Isaiah Joe. We match up fairly well against them, but they do go up Game 1. They're up 2-0, and we might be getting swept here unless we win the next 2. And we're more likely, yeah, we're getting beaten in 5 games. All right. We get beaten 5. We have another huge offseason ahead of us. We're going to keep going. So retirements, Chris Paul, Brook Lopez, lottery. I think this year we actually have our pick. And we actually have Orlando's pick as well. Don't really remember where I got that, to be honest with you. But whatever. And we have 19. So 19 and 27. Maybe that's a pick swap that the Grizzlies had that I wasn't aware of. Will Hardy. And then we got to fill out the rest of this. So I'm going to fill out the rest of this and then probably use those 2 draft picks to make another trade because I think we're trying to go win a championship and we haven't been able to accomplish that. So a couple of trades I like here. If we trade Marcus Smart, we're offering 19 and 27. And here was the first trade I actually liked a lot. Herb Jones. Getting Herb Jones I think would be awesome. He's a little bit younger than Marcus Smart. Would bring exactly what we need. And Isaac also as a throw-in isn't bad either. Another one that I kind of liked was Robert Williams. And we also get the 17th overall pick. So we could do this as well. So I'm really tempted to do this one. I think we're going to do this trade with the Blazers where we offer 19 and 27 and Marcus Smart for Robert Williams. I'm actually going to remove 17 just because, well, whatever. It's fine. So we'll do that trade. So Robert Williams is going to be our new backup center. We don't have to re-sign Zach Collins. Robert Williams would make a ton of sense for us. Santi Aldama, Jaren Jackson. So the only thing we need to worry about is a backup point guard. I don't need to be in the draft anymore because, of course, we got rid of our draft picks. So player options. Alex Sarr, Gigi Jackson, Vince Williams will accept qualifying offers. Keon Johnson, we're not even going to worry about this time around. But yeah, this next offseason will probably be our last chance to go win it. So we got to make sure we are geared up for that. So we need a backup guard. We should be ready to roll. So Sam Merrill as a shooter off the bench. Doesn't sound too bad. We'll go Sam Merrill. And then Mikal as well. I just realized Mikal is a free agent. That's probably important to get him back. So we're going to re-sign Mikal Bridges. Almost just totally ignored that fact. Okay, so we got Mikal back. We could move Gigi Jackson or Vince Williams to the 2 maybe, but I'll leave it the way it is. So we're going to go to player progression. We're going to see what this is about to look like. Hopefully guys are continuing to progress. Hopefully Sarr's up to like an 86 or something. That would help out a ton. I think getting Robert Williams was exactly what we needed. Hopefully that does work out for us. Alex Sarr is up. Yeah, this is the year that we're expecting to go win it all. So hopefully that ends up being the case. So this year we get John Morant winning MVP. So absolutely this is where we want to be. Will Hardy, Coach of the Year. Bernard Simpson, Executive of the Year. So if this doesn't end in a championship, obviously not a great season. So Trae Young wins 6th Man of the Year. What on earth is he coming off the bench for? Is he on the Hawks still? No, he must have left, right? Surely he left. No, he's come off the bench for Case and... What? I'm so confused. Did you guys see that as well? It said Trae Young won 6th Man of the Year. Okay, interesting, I guess. San Antonio in round 1. They have Collier now, Vassell, Keldon, Sohan, and Wemby, and Walker Kessler. Oh, this is a nasty lineup, not going to lie. Somebody current round against the Spurs, and we are going to beat them in 5. So still take care of them. Now I get Denver Nuggets. What on earth is going on with Cole Anthony? What's wrong with this picture? Why is it like that? I don't know. Somebody current round against Denver, and we are going to sweep them. Now I get the team that beat us last year. I'm going to click somebody current round again. And we lose the Thunder. No surprise. Whatever. All right, let's see who wins the championship. Probably going to be the Thunder. Cleveland and the Thunder go on to win it all. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video regardless. Thank you guys for watching as always. Yeah, the Grizzlies, man, they're set up really nicely. They really are. If they are able to do what I think they're going to be able to do, they're going to be really good next year. Got some rotational pieces in Vince Williams and Gigi Jackson, depending on where they move up in the draft. They're going to be set pretty damn good. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching as always. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.